The Who Would Win of the Week this week is Jeremy Wade from River Monsters versus Commodore Norington from the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Let me pull up a picture of both these, man.
Can I ask you a question about Commodore Norington?
Of course.
Is Norington the one that
He's the one
he comes back?
Yeah, after he's kind of been like kicked out already.
When they find him in Tortuga.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the second or third movie. But so this is my boy.
Yes.
For all the people watching, this is Commodore Norington. He's the one who wants to marry Elizabeth Swann in the first one.
And then they find him in Tortuga in the third one? Dead Man Tells No Tale? No, at Earth's End. It's the one with
World's
Davy
End,
Jones.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Davy Jones is in the second and the
But it's the
third.
one where he gets the black spot. Jack Sparrow gets the black spot.
That's number 2 then. That's Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah, because he goes to Tortuga to look for a crew.
Yeah.
So it's number 2 then.
Which he does do that in, I think.
No, but he does it
movies.
because he needs to sacrifice 99 souls to Davy Jones, including William Turner making 100 in order to consider his debts repaid.
Right.
Because
Classic.
he sends Will Turner to pay his debts. I did watch that movie last night.
Did you really?
It was on TV. It was on Sci-Fi.
I watched the first one whenever I texted you to do
Yeah.
Commodore Norington.
I figured.
And then, of course, this is Jeremy Wade from the wonderful Discovery Channel program River Monsters. Now, here's the thing. Jeremy Wade, I mean, just look at even a few of these images of him. And if anyone's watched the show, they know for sure. Like, he's getting his hands dirty is like, that's task number 1 of the day. He's fully in there. And look at how long he's been doing it. Look at how young he is there fishing those river monsters.
But that's what I think you're...
He's a man's man.
That's what I think you're missing here is Commodore Norington was like one of the highest ranked officials in the Royal Navy.
And then he fucking blew it.
Well, yeah, for love. And then he was able to then survive Tortuga and then become a pirate of sorts.
Barely. He was a drunkard and a scoundrel.
That's so a pirate.
But he was like, but even if you watch a scene in Dead Man's Chest where they meet Commodore Norington again after he's fallen down his luck, he's so much more gross looking than Gibbs, for example, or Jack himself too.
Exactly. You're talking about not afraid to get his hands dirty. Listen. But
if
you would have asked me this before,
but that's Commodore Norington at the rock bottom of his life.
Andy, you're not letting me get.
I know, and I apologize, but that had to be said.
But you're thinking about it. Okay, here's the thing. If that's the case, you can say that. Fine. Sometimes people need to hit rock bottom, and somebody at rock bottom. When people are at rock bottom, Andy, they're fucking dangerous. All right, they are dangerous. Jeremy Wade, listen.
Would you say a man at rock bottom could be considered a monster?
Really?
Would you say that a man
I wasn't mid fucking sentence. I wasn't mid sentence.
Well. Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, but the difference is, Andy, is I was gonna make a valid point,
and I didn't realize that.
I'll even start. I
think we should call this segment "Here's the Thing." I think we should change the name from the Who Would Win to "Here's the Thing" because we both say that. I mean, if you go back, we clip these out for YouTube, and they'll be like between usually 4 and 10 minutes long, I would say. And if you counted the number of times that in like a 7-minute Who Would Win segment that both of us say, "Here's the thing," I mean.
Well, here's the thing, Andy.
Yeah.
Here is the thing.
Here's the thing. This week's Here's the Thing. Sorry.
I'm getting fed up with this fucking dude today. Here's the thing, Andy. All right? Mm-hmm. I'll touch on your point first because I don't even remember where I was going with my point. Yes, you could consider somebody at rock bottom, like Commodore Norington, a monster. Here's the thing about the show River Monsters that you probably don't understand that I do because I've watched more River Monsters than probably most people on Earth have. There's full hour-long episodes of River Monsters that end, and Jeremy Wade never catches the fucking fish. All right? So that's step one. Here's thing number two. Jeremy Wade is obviously not afraid to get his hands dirty. I'm not knocking Jeremy Wade for what I'm about to say because I have nothing but the utmost respect for that man.
Yeah, he's the man.
One, he has the coolest fucking job ever. And he's done some shit. It wasn't him, but one of his crew members got struck by lightning one time.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story.
Canoe in the Nile.
There's a video of that, isn't there?
Yeah, it was on the show. So, like, he's put himself at serious risk to catch these fishes.
Yeah.
I've seen him jump in the fucking Congo, rip and wrap it. And
yeah, there's that one where he gets in the river with the piranhas.
Yeah, to prove that they won't eat him.
Yeah.
But, like, he does a lot of reckless shit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you know, he does have a crew and, like, a medical staff and all that stuff with him.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess you could make the argument Commodore Norington on a Navy vessel would have some of those similarities.
Yeah.
But also, he had them back when there was fucking pipe. What was that, the 1600s? What did we say?
Oh, God.
What do we call that, the 16s? Emily, is that the 16s?
I'm not sure, honestly.
I want to say that it was
Indian Trading Company.
Because it was pre-America.
The way those British dudes are dressed, yeah, like before the 13 colonies.
Yeah, pre-13, pre the OG 13. But Jeremy Wade just looks like a bruiser to me, whereas Commodore Norrington, despite being a naval...
1650 to 1726 is their rough.
That's the pirate. That's a pirate. Perfect.
So, I'm not done.
Okay, neither was I. But I guess that doesn't matter.
Because I was still...
Whatever.
Yes, he might have also had crew, but one, he wasn't in those fancy quarters that Elizabeth's dad was in.
He was living pretty well, though.
But he didn't... even his resources on that ship were significantly worse than what Jeremy Wade's resources are.
Well, we're talking resources. We're talking crews and things.
Yeah, because we're talking about what people can endure.
Right.
Or what they have endured.
Okay.
Because, again, Jeremy Wade, again, would probably go out and do this on his own. He's probably not asking for those resources.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is he has them.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, when you have all those luxuries constantly given to you, you get a little soft. It's just human nature.
Fair.
Andy, not only did Commodore Norrington not have the same resources, but then when they were completely stripped away, that is so disrespectful of you.
Sorry.
But then once they were stripped away, he still survived, rock bottom or not, brother.
Wow. You make a lot of good points for Norington.
And again, yeah, and I'm saying this because if you ask me post Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl, Curse of the Black Pearl, what's it called?
Yeah.
Pirates
That's the first one. Yep.
I would say fuck Norington, Jeremy Wade all day.
Yeah.
Just out of hate for Commodore Norington. And I don't like him in the second movie, but I think he proved something to us that you're letting your first movie bias and his failed naval career and failed love for Elizabeth sway you towards Jeremy Wade because Jeremy Wade is a prominent figure that everybody in the world loves. And I'm telling you right now, don't count Norington out. I'm not saying he wins yet, but don't count him out. It's a good match.
Okay, don't count him out. But you're telling me at the end of the day, he and Jeremy Wade square off to each other. I mean, at this point, everything's been said and done. It's just an exchange of blows. You tell me Jeremy Wade's not knocking his fucking block off?
I don't think so.
Really?
Because here's the thing. Like, again, Jeremy Wade, relatively good shape. Like, does a lot of, like, puts himself, tests himself. But again, Andy.
Look at this little fucker.
I know, but again, this is what you're not thinking about. Think about what it took to get there. He wasn't just born into that position. He wasn't born. Norrington's backstory wasn't being born with a silver spoon up his wahoo. Okay? Mm-hmm. He grinded to become, a very high ranking of the Royal Navy. They didn't just hand that to him, Andy.
Oh, listen. Okay, this question here, one of the top questions, or the very top question about Commodore. What is the age difference between him and Elizabeth Swann? Okay, point for Jeremy Wade right there. Jeremy Wade, not a pedophile. Now, James Norington, to call him a pedophile, Was he? No, but he did know Elizabeth since she was like in the first scene of Pirates. Elizabeth Swann is like 11 years old, and he is already running a ship.
That is, that does happen, but different time. In the sense of he was marrying, like it was marrying royal. He was trying to marry royalty so that it could enhance his career. Hence why it's proving
she's not royalty. Her dad's the governor of.
But but
marrying someone in high society.
Yes,
that's what you do. Yes.
Because he's trying to continue his promising naval career.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, proves that he wasn't born with a silver spoon up his ass. He worked his way there.
I like your points for all these. But still, when it comes right down to the fisticuffs of it all, there's no way. As much of a sailor as this guy is, there's no way Jeremy Wade's not beating the hell out of him.
This segment is based on fact, right? We do this to find answers based on fact.
That's right.
Have you ever seen Jeremy Wade get into a fight?
With a fish?
Have you ever seen him fight it? I got to be careful with what I say because I don't necessarily want to say human. Because Commodore Norington fights Davy Jones's crew, which are somewhat
like
fishy, but they have limbs. These fish don't have opposable thumbs.
That's true.
That Jeremy Wade's fighting.
True.
And he's also not fighting them in hand-to-hand combat. He's fighting them with a rod.
I appreciate all of your. Here's the thing. I appreciate all of your arguments for Norington, and I'm glad that you're saying them. And I'm not saying that any of them are wrong. Maybe some of them are, but Jeremy Wade, I don't think there's any argument that you can make, no matter how logical, to me, that says when it's knuckle on knuckle, Jeremy Wade is winning.
Yeah,
that's
because
just it.
You don't play the game with integrity. I am a bigger Jeremy Wade fan than you've ever been in your life.
That's very true.
But I play this game with integrity, and I will sit here and say that I think Commodore Norington wins this fight, to the point where I will call you out. Because we were texting about this, and your exact text was Jeremy Wade ? He'd kill him though.
Yeah, he'd kill James Norington.
And I'm telling you right now, and the second you said that, I was like, dude, I'm about to cook Andy with straight facts and logic and history,
which I love. Those are you're listing things that I love.
Apparently not. Make your final selection.
I'm picking Jeremy Wade, man.
I'm picking Commodore Norington.
The king of the river monsters.
Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week? Commodore Norington from Pirates versus Jeremy Wade, host and star of River Monsters. Which, dude, what a good fucking show, dude.
Top notch.
Arapaima. What do you know about Arapaima?
Not a thing.
Google.
Oh, God.
I don't know how to spell it.
Arapaima.
Google Jeremy Wade Arapaima, because that'll at least... Dude.
Matthew. Arrow.
Yeah, Arapaima.
Arapaima.
Dude. This guy has this battle with these fucking Arapaimas.
Yeah, look at this motherfucker.
Yeah, but do you know how many episodes there are in River Monsters about fucking Arapaima? Because he couldn't fucking land a monster.
Yeah, but eventually he did, which again is similar to your Norington point about
resilience. No, I'm not disagreeing. But again, if that fish had arms and legs, it would beat the shit out of Jeremy Wade.
I mean, it's still pretty tough. I mean, that's all muscle right there, you know.
That one is, and also one of that top. No, scroll up.
This one.
That one right there is like an Arapaima farm. Like they just went in there and netted one, and it still did fuck. Maybe not that guy. One of his guys up because I think they like really. Muscular, and it like hit him in the ribs and fucked him up.
That's the thing. You got to be so strong to do this kind of fishing. That's what I thought.
Endurance-wise, because you have long fights with the fish, you know. But I mean, again, you're using a mechanical creation that was designed to help make what you're doing easier.
So, his fists were also designed to make knocking out Commodore Norrington easier.
We already locked it in.